are you? What is your special thing? Why would a company book you instead of somebody else?
Eller också till PS, ha så kul med Brad.
Hey everybody, my name is Caroline Raven and welcome to my channel. I am a full-time magician and YouTuber if we're just meeting, and in this video I was actually thinking that I would bring you guys along to talk to some people who run a booking agency. And I know a lot of people have no idea, like, how do you get your first gigs, what do you need, like how do you become more famous, and all of these questions. And I thought I'd ask them for you, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you on the other side. Alright, so here I am. I just did my show, as you could have seen in that previous clip. It was in Swedish, so I do hope you understood something. But with me today, I thought I'd ask some people that I just met actually for the first time today, but they are running a speaker network or agency, and I think that's such a good thing. And I wanted to ask you, first of all, who are you, what's your name, what do you do?
My name is William. I'm a co-founder, one of the two co-founders of Snackare, which is the speakers network that you talked about. Today I'm working half-time, you could say, with the speakers network, pairing up speakers, comedians, magicians, and so on with companies and their events.
Amazing. What about you?
My name is Barang. I am also one of the co-founders with William, and our thing is we want to hook up speakers and moderators and entertainers with companies and organizations, but we also want to be a networking. That's what we call ourselves, Snackare Tal and Athletics, which means speakers network. And actually, for me, that's the most fun part. I like these evenings when a great comedian or a great magician, such as yourself,
oh, thank you,
comes here and meets people from different walks of life. And then, hopefully, we get a lot of calls about you.
Hopefully.
And we will book you everywhere in Sweden.
What I really liked about this event that we did today was you could see people from literally every age group from like 14 and up. And I thought that was great to actually see people coming out. It's a beautiful day. I'm really sorry you have the camera this way. You should have seen this. Actually, let me take a second. Take a look at this. Take a look at this beautiful city. And here we come back. Okay. I think it's really great to have events where you can actually meet people from all walks of life, as you said, and also like you can see people are enjoying magic in a different way than if you go to like a corporate event where everybody's like kind of in the same position in life. They're kind of, you know, people working at IKEA, they're doing the same thing or whatever. I'm very Swedish, so of course I'm going to use the most Swedish company that we have. But here it's like it's really nice to meet people where they don't know each other, they don't know what they did today, and they have no idea what they're doing tomorrow, and I really love that. And I was gonna ask you guys, because most of the people who are watching my channel, they are magicians, or trying to be more professional and trying to get more gigs and trying to make sure that they reach their goals as magicians. So if somebody's watching now and they have never done a show with a bureau or agency before, what are some tips and tricks you could give them to how to approach somebody like you?
Whoa, interesting question. First of all, find your angle. A lot of comedians or magicians or whatever, they look up to somebody or a different couple of different people, and they do their thing, which is very good when you're learning. But you have to find your angle. Who are you? What is your special thing? Why would a company book you instead of somebody else? That's the thing. Work on it. Like work hard on it to find who you are and what kind of magician or entertainer you are.
Yeah, and then also start recording and have something that you can show and like give us, for example, if you contact us and have an interest in becoming a part of our network, like you are now, then maybe send us a video or some great words from other customers that have like looked at your performance. Then it's much easier for us to actually see if this is a great match, what can we do for you and how can you help us, and that's where we are networking and find good opportunities for the future.
It's well, it's really about finding a good partnership, I feel like, when I'm looking for agencies and networking. And I think if we can be even more specific, what do you think that the people, what do they need? Do they need 20 minutes of show? Do they need an hour of show? Do they need to have a keynote speech? Or like, what is the bare minimum for you to be able to book something like this?
It's different from all kinds of occasions, of course, which is the beautiful part with events. And booking like a comedian for a event, I think at least it should be a show for 15 minutes. It should be like the minimum, but then I think it's a good thing having different options that you offer a customer that we can connect you with, so that either you have this or you have this. It could be like I could do a show on the stage first, and then I could do some mingling around the tables, or I could only do a show, or maybe a third option. I mean, having those different examples of different, like, I don't know.
Different shows.
Yeah.
You can do a 5-minute kickoff before something else starts, or you can be the main attraction and do 1 hour of a show. You can tell your story in the middle of whatever's going on. Like, what does the customer want, and are you willing to offer that? So, yeah.
I think one superpower that most magicians miss that they have is the ability to connect with people on like every level, for everybody, really. I think all the people that I meet have some sort of relationship to magic. And when we stand on a stage, we kind of look like superheroes in a way. So one thing that I would really recommend you guys to look into is public speaking, and also looking into emceeing, because that's one of the places where I actually gain the most, like if we're talking monies right now, that's where actually all of the big bucks are coming in. So if you are a magician, if you're doing this professionally, if you've been doing it semi-professionally for a while, look into like ways to go to host events. For the first time, maybe you can do it for free. Maybe just try it out. Or if they already booked you to do a show in the evening, ask them, do you have like an award I could give out? Or do you have anybody who needs a presentation? Like the person who's going to present the menu for the evening, can I present that person? And I think that's a really, really good way to just start doing that. Because the more you do it, the more you're going to become so fluent in that role in a way. And I think for magicians specifically, we already have that superpower. You just have to look at it like a diamond, and you have to refine and refine and refine. And then all of a sudden, you're going to have like this perfect add-on to your show that you didn't know that you had already.
Yeah.
So do you think that's a good idea to, like, when you have a specialty that we have, where do you see that we can also find these kinds of gems that are hidden?
I just want to add on to what you previously said. Ask for recommendations, and also ask for good words in a written like email or whatever that you can collect and then send to us or to your own website or whatever. That's really important.
I think the social media aspect is very important today. Like, if you have a lot of followers on Instagram or on TikTok or whatever, that's going to be like you're going to be able to find customers that way. And I love the whole artist thing. If you want to be an artist and then this is what I do, I don't do anything else, that's fine. But as we know, a lot of artists don't make a lot of money. So can you broaden your horizons? Can you do different things? Can you be a moderator? Can you do like, if you're a magician, for example, could you be a moderator who has like, if you're doing the fun magician thing, but maybe you're not like the main attraction. Maybe you can do that as well. There are a lot of ways to make money. Broaden your horizons and be ready to like give your customers what they need. Is what I'm thinking.
I think that's great, but also I love how you say broaden the horizon, but I also think there's another way to do this, and that's really to just niche down. I know in Sweden it's not a big thing, but in Britain and in America it's a really big thing to have wedding magicians. And maybe you could look into that market. Like, how can you be the wedding magician in your area? Like, people get, well, they do get married for some reason, I have no idea why, but they seem to do that over and over again because it happens every single weekend. But what if you could be the person that people go to when it comes to a wedding, and you can host the thing, you can do the walk around, you can do the stage show, you can present people, you can be the toastmaster. It's like endless of opportunities. So either go wide, or you just niche down and find what do you love to do the most. And I always think to myself, like every year when I plan ahead, my biggest dream in life is to host Eurovision Song Contest. That's like the #1 dream in life. And how can I make that happen? Well, I have to be, my favorite word in Swedish is folkkär. It means loved by the public. And I have to be loved by the public. I need to be very good at English. I need to have a very good face for a camera. Hello.
You're so beautiful.
Thank you. Oh, you're telling me now. Oh, it's the wine. But I think that's a really, really nice thing to also like look to your dreams. What do you want to do? And what do you have to do to reach those goals? If you just want to make money doing magic, maybe you have to broaden your horizons. Like, where can I make money? Can I go to kids' hospitals and I can do magic for the kids, and then maybe the parents will book me to something? Or do you want to go to BNI meetings? Or do you want to join a network? Do you want to join an agency? Do you want to go on TikTok and make loads of videos and make money that way? I think just look into yourself, like where do you want to go? And I think maybe the road will be very, very clear for you after that. So any final last words before we let people go about how to get more gigs?
Yeah, I would like to say that the whole thing about niching down, as you said, I'm all for it. But you don't have to be Vincent van Gogh. You can do that thing, your thing, that this is the one thing that I really, really want, like Eurovision Song Contest, that I want to work for. But you can still broaden your horizons and do other things. If you don't believe like this is the niche thing for me, I have to do only that and nothing else, then that's fine. But otherwise, if you want more customers, you want more people to see you, broader, like think, what can I do? What kind of different things can I do?
Yeah, I would say two things. Make your own network. So don't only trust like a speaker's network, because even how...
Trust us though.
Trust us, of course.
You're good guys.
But you will always have a good like help or push on the way if you build up your big own network, which you also can bring to events like today, which are potential bookers, etc. And the second thing is, don't be too complicated. You have to start somewhere. And it can be a free event, it can be an event for some people that you have never met before, it could be people that you have met before many times, and so on. So you have to start somewhere, and don't have too high expectations on the beginning. It will grow if it's all a good match, and if it's all like...
Maybe this is a very difficult question then. When should people start to charge?
Charge us or customers?
Customers. I can charge you any day, but you know,
I think you should actually always think, I'm going to charge. But part of being able to charge is building an audience. Like you don't want to be the person who's like, oh, sure, I'll do it for free. Yeah, okay, I'll do that for free as well. But there are things to win, if you want to use that word, by being a person who goes to these kinds of events, for example, and meet customers, and they're going to be like, wow, Caroline Brown, she's so great. I want to book her. So it's a hard question, but always charge. Always think to charge, but there are special occasions when you're going to be able to build an audience.
Yeah.
And also most of the time when it's a big event and you're trying to make this into a like full-time living or semi-living or whatever, most of the time when it's an event there's going to be a photographer and you're going to need the photos. So if they're asking you to do it for free, you can also like ask, okay, will there be a photographer? Can I bring a photographer? And so you can actually get something out of it that way. If you can, and you should know somebody who can like take photos and videos for you. It could just be like a neighbor or a younger brother or whatever who can do this for you. But ask to bring them with you because it's so easy these days. Like everybody has a smartphone basically. Just shoot something, but whatever you do, please do it this way, all right? So don't be this person. Because nobody's gonna watch that. This TikTok generation, I can't even. But you need those things. It's very nice to have like the referrals, to have the quotes, to have all of these nice words said about you. But it really does help to have some sort of video or photos. And remember what David Blaine did when he became famous. Like, he found a way to take the camera and point it away from the magic and just add the reaction to what happened. And I think that's a really good way to think when you bring a photographer or you ask a photographer to take photos for you. Grab the reaction. Tell the photographer, this is what's going to happen, this is the end of the trick, I want this reaction, okay? I think that's a really, really good advice.
Yeah. And we love Caroline now. So
Hello.
if somebody asks us, well, we need somebody to talk about boats, we're going to be like, well, maybe Caroline can talk about boats.
I built a boat.
Exactly.
I did, yeah. Did you know this?
You see?
Yeah. I'll send a link down here, actually, in the description. I actually built a boat. It's a huge boat. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Now it's time for some wine. I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye.